Good day, my wonderful people. You're welcome to the channel. This is Uglo Fashion, and if you are new here, please subscribe to the channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for always coming up to watch the channel. So today we are learning how to make this corset top with bony cases, and this particular corset is for plus size, like from 47, 48 and above. So you know you can't find your cup in the market, I mean the bra cup. So this is the best way to go about it. Don't be scared, you too you can wear corset. So this is the best way to go about it. So please stay tuned to the end, and please like and share the video. And if you have any question or if you have any comments at all concerning this, please put it.
Hello everyone, today we are learning how to make corsets for plus size, for big bust. Then this is the fabric I'm using, and this original bony. Also my hemming gum. This is the lining I'll be using, and I'm gonna have to draw my pattern, but basic bodice pattern on this paper. So the circumference of the shoulder is 18 inches divided by 2 will give 9 inches. Then from shoulder to nipple point is 10 inches. I mean shoulder to chest line is 10 inches. Shoulder to nipple point is 12.5. Shoulder to under bust is 16. Then the circumference of the bust is 48 inches divided by 4. So I divide every other part by 4 as usual. Then the bust band is 8.5 inches, which I divided into 2 to give me 4.5 inches. So I've wrote that out. Then after that I will come down to the under bust, then measure 1 inch on both left and right of the bust band. So 1 on both left and right. Then I will connect it to the half length, I mean the hem line at the half length. After drawing that out, I'll pick my curve ruler and connect it to the nipple point using this curve shape. You can see the way I'm doing it. I'm connecting that 1 inch to the nipple point. So at the chest line, I'll measure half. At the side, I'll measure half as well. Then I'll pick my curve ruler again and connect it to the nipple point. From there, I'll connect it back to the bust point, the under bust. And then at the side, I'll come down with half inch. Then I first measure 1.5 in, but later I realize it's a big bust, so I should do more than that. So I connected it. I later measured 2 inches. So that's the distance between the armhole side to the bust. So I used 2 inches instead of 1.5. And then I'll connect it back. to the underbust. Then at the chest line again, I will still measure 1 on both left and right of the nipple to nipple, just the way I did for the half length and underbust. So I'm connecting it back to the nipple point. So this is our corset. So if you want sweetheart neck, you can just reshape the neckline, I mean the chest line, sorry. Then I'll go ahead and cut it out. So after cutting it, I placed my paper on that one to cut the back. So if you say the back is still maintaining the same shape with the front, so if you want yoke on it, you have to reshape the back yoke by adding allowance that you just removed. You can see I removed like 1 inch just to reshape the back, so you have to add it back to your pattern paper, and when you are cutting it out from your fabric, you will have to add it back so that you won't be short of fabric at the end of the day. So now I will roll it out, then at both right and left side again of my dart, I will measure 1 inch. So that's the back bodies. Then after that, I'll cut out the corset proper. Then I'll go ahead and label it, so when I'm joining I won't have mistake. So this is just 2 pair, that's 1 pair, and that the one down is 2, the second one. So I'll just work on the cup now. So because there's no particular cup size for big bust, I think the cup ends at 44, I mean the bra cup. So now I've gone ahead to add my allowances. For all the other parts I added half, but for the side I added back the allowance I removed, I mean the 1 inch. Then I added another extra 1 inch for the seam. So then I cut 2 lining, one to do my caging, then the other one to turn the neckline, the fabric. You can see the way I've joined the linings together. So now this is the original bone that I'll be using, and I will go ahead. You can see I'm first doing this on the lining. That's why I have 2 linings there. I'll first do this on the lining. So I'll go ahead and mark 1 inch first, then 1.5. If you like, you can make yours 1 inch till you get to the last point, but here I'm making use of 1.5 and 1 inch. At first I'll use 1 inch because I don't want it to affect my stitching when stitching the lining and the fabric together. So that's why I come down with just 1 inch. Then I'll use my curve ruler to connect everything together. I decided to use my hand because that place is not easy to roll. Then after this, I'll go ahead and stitch my boning to it. So for the first one, I'll first stitch the middle line. So after stitching the middle, I'll go ahead and stitch on the other lines that I have. So now I'm done doing that. Then I'll stitch around the boning just to hold the sides down. So this is what I have at the end of the day, and this is my real fabric that I'm using for the corset. So what I will do now is just to pick my hemming gum to gum the lining and the fabric together. Though you can at first stitch it around, but I don't want it giving me problem while stitching, so I'll first go ahead and do this. So after ironing the two together, you can see I've ironed my lining and the fabric together. Then I'll go ahead and stitch the two together. So after stitching, you can see the way it's looking like a real bra cup. So this is the lining to turn the fabric. So now for the casing part of it, you know I said we are learning how to make boning cases as well. So I'll first go ahead and join the remaining part of the corset. So after joining, I have like 3 bonies here, the plastic ones. So this one is very tiny and small. You can see it's not up to 1/4 of an inch. But I have this one that is big, and I have another original boning, so I decided to use the one that is not up to 1/4 of an inch. So now these are the boning channels. These are where the bonings are going to be fixed. So I decided to play around with it. I made many channels as I can. So the distance here is just 1 inch, but they're using 1.5 after that. 1.5 with different shapes. You can see there's another 1.5. This you can do it any way you like. Just be creative with your channels. So I'm still maintaining the 1.5 and ensure that they align. So 1.5, you can see how that side shape is quite different from the other ones I've been drawing. So then after that, in order to make the other side and not stress myself, I just decided to use my hand to beat the clothes, then the lines are reflecting on the other side. So I'll just trace them out with my chalk again. Then after doing this, after rolling everything out, this is the fabric I'm using for the boning cases. So, and I cut out 1 inch of the fabric since the boning I'm using is less than ½ inch. So I cut 1 inch of the fabric, then I'll stitch on the boning channels. So I'll stitch 1/4 inch on both left and right. After stitching one side, I'll just turn it. You can see the way I did it. Then I fixed my boning. So I'm through with the boning channels. So now fixing in my boning. So for you to fix in your boning, you have to ensure that the boning is not too long and you have where you can stitch, like you will leave like ½ inch for stitching allowance, because it will just be breaking your needle since it's not regional boning. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to reduce it. So now after fixing the boning, I'll go ahead and stitch my corset. So thank you very much for watching this video, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And if this video has done you any good, please like and share. So now you can see how it comes out. I'll go ahead and hang it on my mannequin. This is the facing. So I'll just stitch everything together. Thank you and stay blessed. Bye.